to be more so.
We should have it 5 o'clock.
1,
4.
no, we'd have to do
It's
a
done by
self.
5 and everybody goes home. Oh, 7.
Yeah. Well, as long as I don't have to work, because then I'm all working at 6:30. Any seconds?
Right?
20 seconds.
What kind of watch is this?
Well, that tells time, we're on the right time.
So I guess they got Bobby walking and everything, eh?
Yeah, it's got water on his gloves.
He's got well, nice.
Did you go in and see him?
Alrighty, let's call the June 23rd regularly scheduled meeting of the Village of McBride to order. The first order of business is introduction of late items, and we have 2. One is the SOFI reporting, which is the Statement of Financial Information. We'll add that to new business under item number 10D.
Tandy?
10D. The second item, in addition to the agenda, is the 2015 Village of McBride Annual Report, and we'll add that under 10E. Can I get a motion that the agenda be approved as amended? Moved by Edie, seconded by Sharon. All in favor? Carried. Next item on the agenda is the reading and approving of the regular minutes of the June 9th meeting. They're on page 4 in your package. Move to approve by Sharon. Seconded. There we go.
Boo.
Any errors or omissions? No, hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Now the special meeting of June 12th on page 8. Can I get a motion that the minutes be adopted as presented, please? Moved by Sharon.
I'll second it.
Oh, got competition now.
No.
By Ralph. Any errors or omissions?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Next item is delegates. We have none. Alrighty, so let's move on to unfinished business. The first one is the location of the old fire truck on page 9. So we've got information that it will cost $15,000 to relocate the grader and the fire truck to 2 new locations, including a cement pad, chain link fence, and an old tin roof. And we've added this one on quite a bit. It's kind of cost prohibitive, so my suggestion would be that we move it till next year's budget and it be pending funding grants. So how about we defer this to the 2016 budget year and to our grant writer? Do we need a motion for that? Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Okay, can I get a motion to that effect? Ralphie motioned?
Yes.
Second? Sharon? Any other discussion? No, hearing none. On the question, all in favor? Carried. The next one is the food booth at the Village Park, page 11 in your package. From Travis's report, his recommendation is the installation of an electrical outlet that would relocate the food booth by the parking lot that faces 2nd Avenue. It would cost no more than $1,000 to relocate it. Do we have that in our budget? $1,000?
You can probably find it, yes.
I think that's a good idea. You have to lose it completely.
Yeah.
Where are they gonna locate it at?
More towards the Second Avenue end of things where they can move the power outlet. What's his
I was
description?
told that they had problems with that power low, but they have to go hook it up to the box right away if they wanna use it anymore, but I was told that you can probably get that from an electrician for $100 just for the outlet that plugs into it.
Yeah, the outlet, but they also.
But they wanna change everything around.
Well, they have to relocate it so that, cause we can't have electrical lines running right through the whole entire park. So they have to relocate it from the Second Avenue. That's what he says here, is the power, the village could install a new power outlet off the Main Street breaker box located in the parking lot along Second Avenue for less than $1,000, which could power the food booth.
Where's that gonna hook up? That's what I'm asking, in Second Avenue.
They're gonna wire it in there.
Pardon me?
They're gonna wire it in there.
Yeah, I understand that, but where are they gonna get the power at?
So apparently there's
They
a
can't hook
breaker,
it up in the back where it usually goes.
there's a
People
breaker
go
box
No,
there,
they're
Rob.
moving it over and they're gonna rewire it over to where the other breaker box
So
is.
it's gonna cost us $1,000,
Well,
and then the
okay.
booth is gonna be in the parking lot, close to Second.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, like in front of the farm storage, you know?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
but that's the Elks, isn't it? That's the Elks property? No?
It's the parking lot.
No, it's
Okay.
right, it's
It's
still
a
in the
park.
park, it's
Okay.
just on the other side of it.
Right.
Do we need a motion for that, or we do, even though it's in the budget?
If we don't have it specific to the budget, we can accommodate it in the budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could I get a motion to relocate the power, the installation of the electrical outlet for the food booths? Moved by Sharon, oh, that was a tough one. Seconded, Amy? Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Now, the second thing we have with that is the fact that the Alps wanted to leave their booth there for the summer.
It's not anybody else's way, is it?
Maybe not unless another food, we do have another food booth coming in, so is there enough
That's
room?
with the same wiring?
Yeah. They wouldn't offer it at the same time.
Shouldn't be a problem. There's plenty of room there.
You wanna give them a trial run then for the summer and see how it goes?
That's so.
Well, okay. Can we, do we need a motion for that, or do we just have to write them a letter saying?
That's just for the Elks, correct? Or
Yeah.
both? Okay, the Elks,
Well,
anybody wants.
for the Elks, but
Okay.
we'll have to, let's just give it a trial run and see how it works. So
Well,
if we
what's that?
could direct administration to write a letter to the Elks, saying we'll give that a try for the summer and see how it goes, and how the public feels about it.
Well, see what happened there too, the Royal Purple makes quite a bit of money there for their organization, and they made about $6,000-7,000 just there because of the garden there, what do you call it?
Farmers market.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for them.
Yeah, we just have to make sure that everybody has access to it.
Well, that's not a problem.
We don't have a follow-up on the derelict and unsightly properties yet, so that'll be coming forward.
I do, Mayor Travis and Public Works folks have identified 5 properties within our boundaries. And what we were going to do was see who's attached to them, which lawyers they are, and draft a letter for your approval to send to them.
So it'll come forward at a later date?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
So there's 5 of them, you said?
That's what they've identified, yes.
Okay.
We'll move on now to reports. I really don't like going first all the time. Just have to draw straws.
Is it so much easier for us?
Alrighty, so on June 12th, I attended the Regional Advisory Committee meetings in Prince George. Northern Development Initiative Trust has identified ways in which they can financially assist on some local projects. We are currently following up with those groups. I'll be addressing one of them. You can see it in the council report, page 45 to 46 in the agenda package. On Monday, June 15th, I participated in the McBride Community Forest Public Information Meeting held at the Community Hall to update the members of the public on MCFC's recent activities. Written questions were received and answered at the meeting and will be posted on the MCFC website when completed. On June 16th, I was honored to participate in the awards ceremony at the McBride Secondary. The event was well attended and with many youth receiving scholarships and bursaries, which was really nice. I arrived early to the awards ceremony, so I had the chance to sit down with Principal Shaw to discuss his concerns over the future of our schools and education in the valley. One of the recommendations that has come forward is that they eliminate one of the two schools and combine the schools into K-12. So I have requested a meeting with the Minister of Education when Council attends UBCM this September. On June 18th, I attended the Regional District of Fraser-Fort George meeting in Prince George. The Library Museum project is now officially slated for a feasibility study. On Saturday, June 20th, I participated in the graduation ceremonies at the Robson Valley Rec Center. The dinner was awesome. It was well attended with over 360 family and friends. The students looked fabulous, of course. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2015. The event was really well organized, so thanks to the organizing group for a job well done. And thanks to the escorts, Councillor Tracy and her husband Goose. Also, over this past weekend, the CAO, Kelly Williams, and I spent a great deal of time putting the finishing touches on the annual report and strategic priorities. The report is now available for public input. Please submit written comments to Kelly at cao@mcbride.ca or drop off your written comments at the village office. This afternoon, I attended a celebration for Vern Pileski's exciting bike trip adventure to Mount Robson in support of the Library Museum project. It took Vern approximately 21 hours to complete his journey while raising almost $5,000 in donations. Congratulations, many thanks to Vern for your community spirit.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Councillor Bezanson.
Well, I'm ready fast here. I have nothing to say, but I was just at the library today with you, so you said everything for me, so thank you. I like that one.
Councillor Reichardt.
So I took mine up and left it on my desk. However, I went to the UCCFA conference in Clearwater from June 11th to 13th, and I'll send that report via email to all of you. It's also sitting on my desk. And I was also at the June 15th MCFC public meeting, and that's it for me.
Councillor Tracy.
I was fortunate to drop by Pete the Heat's little gathering. Nice to see Pete. He seems to be enjoying retirement, looking good. It was nice to see his family and friends together. The Chambers on June the 17th, it was a great turnout, discussion on various projects, and some concerns were brought up. We sat down on June the 19th, Kelly and I, with the union. On June the 20th, it was Saturday, it was awesome. My grandson Jaden's graduation was a great turnout, lots of fun, and wow, did they clean up nice. And on night 10 out, our great-grandson's birth was on Saturday too. And I had a big hell yeah for Vern and all the supporters.
Administration. I'm gonna have to write on your page numbers too.
I think you're gonna have to. Yeah. It's been a busy couple weeks. I assisted our mayor and council as they did the final draft for their 5-year strategy planning. And my CFO and I have been working on the annual reporting requirements, including the financial component that we'll be looking at tonight. We've been reviewing all the information for data handling, security documentation, making sure that we comply with the Privacy Act and the best municipal practices in the storing of all of the community's documentation. For recruitment, we have received 6 resumes, and we have shortlisted 3 for the position of CFO/deputy CAO. We are in the process of interviewing candidates, checking background and references, and hope to announce a successful candidate for the first week of July. We've had one person had to put their interview ahead a bit, so we'll probably be looking at closer to mid-July, so that person can have the opportunity to be part of it. We have posted for a casual on-call office assistant customer support representative, and that position will cover vacation and other staff leaves for the ladies in the front. There has been work on our bylaws and policies. We've done the amended tax rate bylaw, 7571. It was submitted. We are in the process of creating a board of variance bylaw, and council, mayor and council are just going through that, finessing it. And we have started quite an in-depth review of council procedure bylaw, zoning bylaw, official community plan, policy manuals, all the paperwork stuff. I've been happy to assist council with ongoing assistance as they've required it, typing agendas for the minutes, reports. Administration has been really exciting the last couple of weeks too. We have opened a conversation with the Vanderhoof Co-op to explore avenues of partnership in regard to the bulk petrol plant. Councillor Bezanson and I met with the CN engineers in regards to the underpass over here, and they are very hopeful that the repairs that will be brought up to snuff and safe and able to get through by autumn of this year. So that's moving really quickly. I know that the CN engineers have asked for lists of local contractors, people that maybe can do the work, and I think we'll see them posting tenders. So good news for a little bit of business and for our roads. We've also been reviewing our existing leases and contracts. Many of the leases are coming up or are due very soon, within this year sometime. I assist Enid where I can, she assists me where she can, so it's kind of a give and take there. And we're working on the final stage of an improved water plan with the help of Brad Loff and Daisy Tan from Northern Health. And then there's the usual liaison work that one does with the approving officer, our building inspectors, the regional district, just the partners we have as we deliver services for the community. And of course, residents always pop in and visit, and that's great. I attended my first LGMA. It was an excellently put forward thing. The educational sessions and workshops were just amazing. A couple that I attended that really excited me was on downtown revitalization. The public work one was very interesting, but I really enjoyed the effective citizenship engagement on a shoestring budget. They had a lot of good ideas. And of course at these events, I know many of you have attended them in the past, you get to meet people that have so much experience to mentor you and stuff. So that was really interesting. I have also been asked to present to the community that the LGMA have completed a full overview, an update of all their constitution, their bylaws, and their policies. And I do have copies of all of the work. It's at the front counter if anyone wants to look at it. And the main reason for this overview, I mean one should do them anyway, was they want to meet the pending changes in the BC Society Act. So, so they are ahead of the game and they will have met that. So there is a copy out at the front desk at reception if anyone wants to have a look at them. If you love policy and bylaws like I do, that's just great. Maybe it's too boring. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. And Enid, we have your revenue and expenditure report. Do you have any comments on that?
No comments. Do you guys have any questions? We're just, as Kelly says, we're working on the leases and so looking at our revenues, where our revenues are coming from. Worked on the Sophie report and, so it gave me a better understanding where the village has spent money in the past too. So it was quite, eye-opening, I guess. You could, just where and how we did things. So, anybody have any questions on that?
I will, not at the moment, but I will.
Yeah, anytime. Come. Yeah. It's pretty boring. we're still doing good, so, taxes went out, taxes are almost due.
That's true too.
Yeah.
So we have, nothing from, oh, we do have from Public Works is attached in your agenda. We have nothing from the fire chief, nothing from the police at this time, nothing for the community forest, and other than one ad for the Chamber of Commerce, we don't have a report from them either, other than Councilor Tracy's report. So can I get a motion to receive the reports for information only? Moved by Edie, seconded
Okay.
by Sharon. All in favor? Carried. Alrighty, into correspondence, requiring action, we have none. Information only, pages 26 to 38. We have 5 letters. You note on 38, we have a meet and greet your local political representatives on July 2nd that the Chamber of Commerce is assisting us. Also the part that's interesting is the New West Partnership letter on how they're tightening up a complaint process so that it's more streamlined when it comes to procurements. So that one's a good read. It takes effect on July 1st. Letter from CN, which is really nice, and then the geothermal, so. Any comments or questions on those? Hearing none, I'll move on. Outgoing. We have letter to the RCMP, Rob's Valley Support Society, and the Western Mountain Bikes from last council meeting. And now we'll move into new business. First one on page 42 is a letter from the McBride Youth Committee. Alrighty, so the Youth Committee is holding the 2015 Summer Street Festival on July 8th, 22nd, August 5th, and 19th, starting at 6:30 and wrapping up around 8:30. The 19th event will run a bit longer to hold a street dance to attract older youth. So in order to facilitate it, the Youth Committee would like permission to close off Main Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue from approximately 6 to 9 p.m. on each of those dates, and have village staff provide the barricades, to have access at the power of the pavilion for the sound system, and to allow Lauren Monroe to set up and operate her food truck during the street festival. Can I get a motion to that effect? Sharon, seconded by Ralph?
Yep.
Okay. Any discussion?
Oh, it was good last year. We went for it.
Yeah. You're not young.
Thanks for pointing that out. However, I am younger than you.
That's true. Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. And you'll let Public Works know all that fun stuff?
Of course.
Okay, the second, is page 44, it's a letter from Lauren Monroe. And Lauren is just requesting, that she be allowed to operate her food booth called Dine and Dash on the dates from 6:30 to 8:30. So can I get a motion to that effect, please? Motion by Sharon, seconded,
No, second.
Ralph. Any
I think
discussion?
those days she'll have to call it Dine and Dance.
That would be cool too. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. The second item, under B, there is a motion that the village waive the business license fee for the Dine and Dash food booth for these 4 events. There's no notes on it, so could you give us some detail?
The Dine and Dash is owned by a youth entrepreneur, and the special event business license, is $250, I think. And as it is run by youth for youth, we thought it might be nice to waive that fee, which would be just about $1,000 for the 4 events.
It's 250 per event?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so that's
a
just
special, you know, it's, when you set up for a special event, it's for that event. And, it's, we chatted about it with the administration, we thought it's nice to support youth entrepreneurs, and it's for a youth, a
Oh, for
community
sure it is,
thing.
yeah, absolutely.
So, and I don't know that she would make $1,000 selling hot dogs and hamburgers to the children, she might, but,
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not.
She's not gonna make no money anyway if she has to pay it all out, right?
well, that's what I was saying,
Yeah,
because it's
so-
a special, the way it's set up, it's like a special thing, and it's not a huge, I understand, like, if you're doing an all-day event, you can make very good money, but these are community people that have sort of contributed for the community and the youth, so, yeah.
Can I get a motion then that the village waive the business license fee for the Dine and Dash food group for these 4 events?
Move to waive.
I'll second it.
And Ralph? Any other discussion?
Mm,
Hearing none. On the question, all in favor? Carried. And next item is C, is funding source report for the Robson Valley Mountain Bike Association on page 45 in the package. I'll just give you a little bit of background. When I went to NDI, one of the things that they came up with when I was updating them of stuff going on in the area and had informed Northern Development that we had supported the mountain bike trail, and it would increase summer tourism into the area as well as provide activities for local kids. So they had said that they have given $30,000 in funding to other mountain bike groups to do that. So I've got our Karen to look into it, our grant writer, and the report that you see there is after her thing. So therefore, I've asked for a motion that the report be forwarded to the Board of Directors of the McBride Community Forest for their consideration. Moved by Edie.
Second.
Sharon, any other discussion?
Sure, thank you.
How much are you asking? How much do you want?
Well, there's parameters around it as to how much. It's a matching system, so they don't just give $30,000. You have to have so much money and so much or in kind,
Yeah.
the donations and stuff. And then you can get the money from NDI. They will give you about 75% up front.
Okay.
Once it's approved, it'll have to come back to council for a resolution to support their funding application to NDI, and they will be working, we will be working very closely with NDI on it.
Will be coming and talking to us, you see?
Yes, it has to come back to council for a resolution.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any other discussion, questions? No? Okay. All in favor? Carried. And we'll go into our late items now. Number D, the Sophie reports. These are the statement of financial information. I need a motion that the 2014 statement of financial information be accepted as presented. And you should have got an extra there, add on to your package. Can I get a mover? And a seconder? No, you can't second.
No, I said give them a second.
Give them a second. Alright. Any questions on the information as presented? Ralph? Any questions?
No.
Anytime, yeah, you can ask anytime.
Okay, hearing none, call the question, all in favor? Carried. And we'll move on to the next item, which is the 2015 annual report. Anybody want some reading? Oh, there it is. So, do I need a motion on this, or do I just?
Think of public
Public announcement. So public notices, our annual report notice is hereby given pursuant to section 98(1)B of the community charter that the Village of McBride's annual reports is available for public inspection. The annual report is now available for review at the village office during normal business hours and on the Village of McBride website. Written submissions regarding the annual report will be accepted until 4 p.m. July 9th, 2015. All submissions should be addressed to Ms. Kelly Williams, CAO, P.O. Box 519, McBride, BC, VOJ2EO. And so I don't actually, that feels weird not to have to do a motion on that. Alrighty, and the last thing, we're about to adjourn, so I'll give a reminder out to everybody. We have the July 1st celebrations at the park. We also have a meet and greet your elected official at 4:30 in the community hall on July 2nd. So we'll see everybody out there. And can I get a motion to adjourn, please? Everybody?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much. 8 o'clock. Thanks everyone for coming out.
I gotta talk to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sheila.
What else you
Did,
got?